Hello friends, welcome to this session of using R for data visualization, GGplot2, and here we are learning visualization of data distribution. In previous sessions, we have learned about how to visualize distribution using Violin plot, then density plot, histogram and box plot. And this session we will focus on ridgelines. Ridgelines is a special case of density plot in which instead of overlapping density plots, stacked density plots are there. Here as we see, these three density plots are stacked above each other. This arrangement of density plots makes it very easy to understand distribution of the data. This we will start learning ridgeplot. And for that, load library ggplot2, and if ggplot2 not installed, then go to tools, install packages, type here ggplot2 and install ggplot2 by clicking this install button. I have installed it, and likewise you have to install package ggregex also, and to install you can run this code or you can go to install packages. I will load ggplot2, then I will load ggregex also. Both libraries have been loaded. Now we are going to use dataset iris as usual, and for that we need to know about variables. When we run these functions head, structure and summary on iris, we will know more about iris, and we can take help also by using this question mark iris code. Now we will plot first ridgeline plot. And for that, I have assigned it to a plot object P as usual. Then function ggplot, argument is data iris, and mapping aesthetics x is equal to sepal.length and y is equal to species, and geom density regex we will use. And please note that in box plot and other plots, our x variable was species and our y variable was sepal.length. But here we have changed it. Our x variable is sepal.length and our categorical variable is there in on y-axis. And geom density regex we are going to use. I will run this plot so that regex are visible. But all these regex are gray because gray fill is default. Now we will add that fill color. I will run this code, and in this code I have just added that fill red to the geom density regex, and we'll run it. Red fill will be there. All three regex got filled. Now we will color these regex using aesthetics fill is equal to species. We will map species to fill aesthetics, and three species will have three different colors. Print three different colors are there, but overlaps are there, and these overlaps are obscuring the plot which is behind the earlier ridge. For that we will increase the alpha or change the transparency, and here that transparency is 0.25. I will run that, and proper transparency is there, overlap is also there, and these ridges are clearly visible. These ridges, as we discussed earlier, are stacked density plots, and it's very easy to compare those. On x-axis sepal length is there, on y-axis these three species are there, and distribution along the sepal length is clearly visible. And it says that setosa species have smaller flowers, versicolor flowers are in between, and virginica have the largest flower. We can save that by using this code, and this plot will be saved in our working directory. We'll practice this more using these two another data sets, MPG and diamonds. I will plot this ggplot. These ridges are there, and we have separated these ridges using highway as x-axis, highway mileage it is, and transmission, these many transmissions are there on y-axis. And for each transmission, distribution of highway mileage is there, and it's we can have insights that somewhere bimodal distribution is there, somewhere single modal distribution is there, and that distribution can be used to derive insights for the data. Now fill colors, and for fill colors we have used variable transmission, and those colors will be different as per transmissions. Run it. not trans. We'll have to run this entire one. Different colors are there and quite beautiful density ridgeline plot is there. We will map another variable to fill attribute. That another variable is cylinder, but here cylinder is a numeric variable, but actually it shall be a categorical variable. Therefore, we have explicitly converted it to categorical variable using as dot factor function. I will run it. We'll move further to see how to get it clear, because these plots are very dense and very near to each other, close to each other. And to avoid that crowding, we can use box plot as an alternative. And these boxes are there. These boxes are not also much. Now we'll move to another data set, that is diamonds. We'll run that directly. And for diamonds, we have used y cut to the y-axis and to the x-axis caret. I will run it. And when we run it, these regions are there. We will fill colors just by adding this fill is equal to cut, and for each cut different color will be there, different color, quite beautiful plot. Then alpha will be there. We'll change alpha so that overlap will be clearly visible. Overlaps are clearly visible. And now in this plot, another attribute is mapped to color, that to fill aesthetic. That attribute is color, and therefore this crowding is there. Make it more informative. To avoid the crowding, we can use the facet wrap. And this facet wrap, to this code, we have just added this line, facet wrap, and all the wrapping will be done, faceting will be done as per the cut variable. I will run that. For each cut, we will have different plot. And for each cut, different plots are there. Again, crowding is there. To make it more informative, that is grid plot it is. Now I have changed that facet wrap to facet grid, and cut and clarity. On one axis cut will be there, x-axis, and on y-axis clarity will be there. I will run it and we'll get a grid of plots, and these many plots have been calculated, and therefore it's taking time to calculate the plots. It has calculated. This red symbol has gone and all these plots are there. And if we export that or zoom, we can use, and all these plots will be visible in zoom. And these plots can be very useful to compare distribution of different data as per different variables. Hope you have liked the video. Please click like button and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends. If you want notifications of my upcoming videos, please click the bell icon. Thank you.